Well, hello everybody, welcome back to episode 79 of my Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, my IVATOPia, as we keep advancing through this forest. Okay. Hoping we can level as we journey around here and that. We got some bosses back at the house. Literally, well, a mansion, what we're taking over. What we want to call it, we can't kill yet. So we need to be stronger. Okay. Ooh! Oh no, Gemini, we're gonna kill a lion! That's what you are! Oh, you're a female lion. Actually, thinking about it, you're not, are you? You should be. I didn't even click before. It's a lion and I got Gemini. It's supposed to be female, but obviously lion nesses don't have manes. So for argument's sake, we're just saying she's a very hairy female. Even though really she shouldn't be. Oh crud 2. Oh crud 3. Don't worry, I'm a wolf. I can handle this. Pompey, Pompey, Pompey! Oh, you're healing juice into us now. You're very small compared to these lions. You better run! There we go. Who's this dude they took out?
Not a problem.
Waves are roughly chiseled in stone, the grasp of Order's beloved moon, like curling fingers. Here, he obviously came here to knock this and the lions have got him. And this would probably take us over here. I believe if it's grey, we've not been here. Or am I mistaken? Because it's coloured for been here. Because we came, obviously, because that's got a bit of colour. Or is that just the way it's on the map? Because we came from here. We went down to this. And we came back to this. I don't remember going to this, so it might be worth checking this out. You know, we were heading over here, but since we're over here, have a look. And also travelling this a bit extra helps get our base fixed up. Okay, apparently I have been here. Have I? Whoa! As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. Ay, caramba. Okay, let's do this. You see a lavishly decorated room, walls hung with tapestries. Ornate oil lamps creating a warm, relaxing atmosphere. There are several overstuffed couches covered with silk pillows and an elegant table in the middle of the floor. This woman is seated at the table, sitting across from another woman. They are both well dressed, their style benefiting the room they are in. The woman's hair is blonde in stark contrast to this woman's black and is swept up on her head in a dramatic style. The woman speaks in an easy, free tone, obviously familiar with one another. Though they each seem to be comfortable in the other's company, a strange nervousness surrounds the blonde woman's actions. She occasionally betrays herself with a little giggle or stammer, hitching over an easy word as she speaks. Her demeanour swings from friendly to shy and back again with no warning. This woman leans back a little in their chair, stretching lightly. As she finishes her stretch, she gently lays her hand next to the other woman's hand, letting their fingers subtly intertwine. Second woman stops speaking mid-sentence, hails sharply and turns red. She does not, however, move her hand. This woman smiles and moves her hand further over the other, holding it. She then stands moving around the table towards the blonde woman, whose face shows conflicting emotion of terror and lust. So in other words, one of them's a lesbian, the other one's a lesbian who's trying to come out but she's not 100% sure. That's what I'm getting from this. She giggles and pulls her hand out from under the other and brings it to her mouth, the red of her face deepening. This woman stops looking down at her, eyes sparkling. She reaches out and pulls something out from the blonde's hair, letting it fall around her shoulders. Then she leans over, brushing her lips lightly over the blonde woman's cheek, resting her mouth against her ear. As she whispers, her hand moves literally, whatever that word is, down the other woman's body to her waist. The blonde shudders and leans into the hand, eyes closing, cheek pressing against her lips, still whispering at her ear. This woman's hand defiantly removes a small bag from the other woman's belt and secretes it under her own cloak at the small of her back. Seriously? I thought this was a lesbian coming on to a woman who loves her return, who's trying to fight to come out. By the sound of it, before I read the last sentence, it sounds like she's doing it just to rob her. Then she gently kisses the other woman's cheek and stands again, the smile never leaving her mouth. Yeah, she's a thief. So that was, started off amazing, like a love story, and then it turned, with the last sentence, just wow. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from his past seem to call out, reach out for the soul. You see a ship being tossed about in a storm-ravished sea. The swells rise and fall, carrying the ship with them as if it were a toy. This man stands on deck at the helm of the ship. So he's the captain, I'm assuming. While water whips around him, the crew moves about frantically, trying to keep the chaos under control. He barks orders at them, pointing where to go and giving each one a tap. The men, while still visibly distressed, seem to calm down when they are given their orders. So is he a good captain, like for an army? Is he a pirate? Let's find out. His instructions... He instructs the helmsman to resume his duties at the wheel and rushes to the aid of the crewman, who is struggling with a rope attached to one of the sails. The ship crests a wave, going almost vertical in one direction and then immediately again in the other direction. Several of the new crew are thrown from their feet, sliding across the deck as the ship rocks. After the swell passes and the ship returns to a relatively normal rotation, the man quickly scans the deck, counting silently. No one has been lost this time. This time, wow. Thankfully, he looks in the direction they headed, seeing no reprieve from the storm in sight. His jaws squared and his upper lip stiffed. He returns to the helm and takes the wheel again. Or takes the wheel again. I wish you could talk to him once you've seen the history. Who's this? If you need an inn for the night, Goose and Fox has the softest beds and the best ale. Business around here took a hit when Stalin mines dried up. Commoner. Have you been to the expedition hall? Yet you might find your type of work there. Thank you very much. Oh, who's this guy? As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. Voices from his past seem to call out. Reach out for the soul. Zoran Zarazkavak. You see a fluffy? Yeah, you see fluffies with him. No, a flurry of matted white hair and an incarnated freeze fire staff. Before you see the man, cold and wild. He chews a wizard apple. A wizard apple? Slowly, what? A wizarding apple? What's that? Discharging spell after spell into the jumble of villagers screeching their way towards him. Cold flame vents from his nose and apple seeds shoot out the side of his mouth as he saunters forward, ignoring arrows and curses alike. A deliberate twist of his staff and a bullet of force glides through the torso of one assailant and another. Wow, this guy's viciously attacking someone. Or are they attacking him to defend himself? Either way, he's doing something. A roar blisters his throat as he launches himself into their midst, tearing into their essence with his staff. A pleading hand reaches towards him and quickly fills a nod. Silence takes hold as the tattered man gathers his prize, a basket of fresh pears. He hums as he eats. Seriously, you just murdered how many people for a basket of pears? Seriously, And then you'll be eating that as you murder someone else for some oranges, I guess. Wow. The Crucible Knights have been warning everyone to stay out of the catacombs. They're not safe anymore. These days, it's rare to find folks who do so much for strangers. There are so few honest types left in Defiance Bay. If you're a scholar, you want to visit Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Defiance Bay. Oh, I clicked them too soon. What can I do for you? What can you tell me about Defiance Bay? Sorry, but I don't have time right now. But it sounds like that dozens crackpot, Rowan, is stirring up trouble again. He jerks his head at the gate. He'll be all too happy to give you a rundown of the city, liberty flavoured with dozens of propaganda, of course. I'm looking for the Temple of Wakanda. Scratches his beard. Not sure why you want to go there. He shrugs. It's in the first fires if you really want to say. Oh, okay, so I actually ain't going to the right location. Okay. Didn't think it was. You seem to be on the edge. What's the problem? Thousands of them, truth be told. We've got refugees coming in from all parts under some misguided notion that things are actually better here. That their legacy somehow passed us over. So they show up with no prospects and little money and just end up making it worse. Making a worse mess of things. Look, looks you up and down. No offence. He grunts. Good luck to you. Never far from the Queen. Okay, so I had it in my head we were going over here, and I was going to have a little detour. Apparently, this is where we're not supposed to be going. So, do you say anything else? The explorers out of Urban's den are just organised grave robbery.
Ready when you are.
So, oh, we have to go here. I was going to say, where do we go? So, apparently, I've been to this bridge, I think, because I can get there. 15 minutes. Okay. Do you have difficulty distinguishing between the default green and red colours? Used for allied enemies in the game, you can enable colourblind mode. That's nice. I got colourblind mode for people. Oh, what's this?
Bay, the city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Huh, so that's achievement. It's taken me 79 episodes to finish Act 1. Woohoo! So you look at this game and you think, does it have a lot of content? Apparently it does. That oh, look at that minute. I assume we can go all the way back to these for West as well. Okay. Interesting. No problem. Nobody want to chat now? No? Oh, hear people screaming. Hear them? Can't. So she's going to be busy over here then. So what do we have here? We have the goose and the fox. Oh, so that's where we're hitting in. Marketplace to sell. Then Expedition Hall. So that's where he said we can go down and technically grave robbing. Wilbap. Don't know whose house that is. Obviously it says that, but I don't know who she is. Dormitory. Hall of Revealed Mysteries. That's where they said and his first fires. So that's where they want us to check. This is where we need to go. So we'll have a look around before we do it. There's Bremery. Catacombs. And what's the other commotions about?
The City of Defiance. Crown jewel of the Deerwood. If you ask the locals.
I brought, what's that? Are they on the chat thing? Because I brought a divine wrath upon us all, and yet the Duke and his toadies and the Crucible Knights do nothing. These is to continue. No. Stay out of the catacombs, they're more dangerous than usual lately. Hey, Ronan. Ronan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protests. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. You in town, eh? You picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacy no better here. Finding the legacy is no better here. It's the animators. Morgan scorch 'em, and they nest in the city like rats. You mark my words though, us dozen are going to put a stop to it. You're making a rolling mob to attack people. And before we ask him about it, we're going to end the episode. So like and subscribe, and of course hit the bell to subscribe, and share, and put any comments you want, and see you next week. It's IVATOPIA. Bye for now, everyone. Have a great, amazing day. Bye.